It's time for Power
Just close the
Hour.
fucking door. Close the door.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the Friday Power Hour stream. We got less than 60 minutes until the closing bell on Wall Street, and the weekend will be upon us. And I guess we're just starting the stream with Binance Coin because, mother of God, man, it's just up over 7%, all-time highs. Price discovery, nothing here. 1250, 1500 eventually. The best performing asset or crypto asset in the entire world by far, and it's kind of been that way for a while. Bitcoin got close to an all-time high. If you look above my head, you can see that dotted line. That is the all-time high by 1 penny. We were about 0.36% away from a fresh record, but they pulled it back. We were down, nearly 2% off the highs of the day at the low point. But we got, Wall Street price action. You wonder what's going to happen in this next 50 minutes. It's a good time to be live to monitor it. Got a espresso shot in my Irwin coffee today, so it's like, this is serious, man. All right, just phenomenal. Nothing here, right? Far gone. And we'll keep an eye on it. I'll set an alert up if we see another all-time high on this one, on the King. We'll come back to it. Let's go to Bitcoin on the daily so you can just see it in all its glory. Here we are. I mean, going for the second highest daily candle close ever. If you want a record close, we have to see a close today at 8 p.m. Eastern, $123,365.63. We're not quite there. I mean, we were above it at one point. Today, our high point, 123,996.81. So we almost saw 124 again. And so, talking about W shapes, wave structures, and all that. So this may not happen immediately, but they could pull this thing back to 115,000. They could pull it back to 112. But this is a valid argument of a wave structure until the price of Bitcoin falls below 109. For real, that swing low there. So that the target, if we ever went into price discovery, would be $135,000. That's the 1618. This is a very nice potential bearish crab pattern. 618 on B point. Exceeded the 786 like it was nothing. It wasn't even regarded as reality. So it's like, okay, failed Gartley's breaking the X point. Typically, we'll see 1618s. Okay, so that's the target area on Bitcoin if we go into price discovery. 135K. All right. Okay. What a day, man. What a week. Since the buyers recaptured the key level. September 28th, Bitcoin at its highest point. I mean, from the low to the high in less than 5 days. At the high point, up 13.37%. That's pretty elite, man. Comes at you fast, right? I mean, that's like not giving anyone time if they're sidelined, or they're not paying attention, if they're not understanding on Sunday what was going on. Articulated the spring back test and the bullish engulfing candle, the potential confirmation low at key inflection point. If you don't pay attention, all of a sudden, well, dude, I was just doing something, man. Catch that game last night? Well, now you're FOMOing. Now you're like, should I buy now? When it was actually, it's so rare, it doesn't happen often, but my God, when you get those confirmation lows at key levels, it's like, that's the level where someone can take action, they can construct trading plans, they can go long, and it makes more sense. Like, you have an edge where it's like increased probability of positive resolution. And that's kind of the premise of most of the trades, we find here, we post, that we go long on. Like, if you have forms of confirmation, along with everything else, That's a stronger setup. So good to see. All right. So you got to wonder, with Bitcoin doing so well, and if you're, besides BNB, everything else is doing pretty poorly. I don't mean outside, Litecoin's up 3%, looks great, but Bitcoin dominance probably rallying a little bit. Okay, so bear flag, underperformed. They hit a key support from history, 57%, and it's bounced. They haven't come back to this. So I don't really think it's, showing anything that maybe they continue it up to test 60% again, and that's how Bitcoin outperforms for a while, but still kind of not uptrending. No evidence of accumulation or anything. I think you have an established downtrend for now, and you're just chopping around well below the previous highs, well below key inflection points. So you kind of, like, this Bitcoin can go up and go to all-time highs, go into price discovery, and this still downtrends. And that's what we want, because we want to make yield on altcoins, because we know, hey, dude, Bitcoin goes to, what, 240K? I mean, double, 2 times? Really? Like, it has to do that? I mean, there are altcoins, man, that we could triple, quintuple up, before Bitcoin gets to doubling. So that's why we want altcoin or Bitcoin dominance to continue to, we want the trend to have reversed, and we want to sell off so Ethereum can start going, can break into price discovery. All the ERC20 tokens, those coins, they can go berserk. They're all okay, they're all doing okay on the bottom side. They're very still kind of suspect on the top side. And I think Ethereum going into price discovery would really get the altcoin market going. Yeah, so that's the dominance, man. I would look at Ethereum that, it's okay. It's been kind of disappointing today a little bit. Man, that supply line, they tested it last night, and then Bitcoin at its peak, they tested it again. They couldn't do anything. So you're just confined within the parameters of this little structure, maybe. There is supply at the supply line. They ever break that, it's going to be a quick ride up to 47.50. But we're thinking we don't even care about the daily, right? Remember, we don't care. Ethereum bros were weekly participants, and the weekly could be phenomenal. We now have 2 days and 5 hours until this candle close. And if all stays the same or higher, we are in incredible position, like absolutely stupendous. And I discussed this yesterday, so it's just more of a reiteration. The previous analysis I've done of this one, but it's like the right angled and descending broadening formation was broken out last week. It was confirmed as a true real breakout. The buyers defended this level that was once resistance going as far back as April of 2021. It is now support, and that has literally really never happened until last week. And now, after the formal bullish backtest, you're telling me we're getting a bullish engulfing candle that is getting us back above the key 43.84 level. I mean, it's pretty, and we looked at this yesterday where it's really, you can see it. It's like this, man. It's just a freaking high and tight bull flag after a bullish breakout. And you're on breakout watch of that flag, that downslipping consolidation. Candace development August 18th when we made a fresh intra-week, intraday, intra-month all-time high. It was very, very brief. But do not fret. This candle could be setting us up for $5,000 and beyond. So just pay attention. This is the key to the entire altcoin market. Outside of Binance, Binance has already done it, man. Maybe they're just pumping that thing and they're going to take some profit on it, and then they're going to push it into some altcoins to continue making crazy gains. Okay, so that's your Ethereum. Daily, it's tamed. It's rather tame. No breakout of any sort outside of the 43.84 level being broken, which is good. But we got to break this, anchor point 1 and 2. Got to break it. Tested it 3 times now. So you break that, party is on for alts. Not until then. Okay, XRP up 0.5%, where it's looking more and more like this. To confirm this, breaking probably 310, 320, and then you got a date for 336. You break that, that's when we're probably, I mean, definitely going to 360 for an all-time high test. But yeah, man, starting to look better and better. Looks like maybe one low, and then the second low has confirmation. Triple bottom, whatever. Like the sellers just had no chance of ever breaking 272 by the looks of it. So it's been a good week and a half for a lot of these cryptos off their lows. So keep it going, man. Got to break 311. All right. Solana down today, but who cares? Because of yesterday and the day before, it's incredible. I mean, yeah, you were up 12+% in 2 days. So taking a breather, but a wonderful breather. Who cares? So your target's right on deck, 260. Which is an old all-time high from 2021. You're just waiting for that to be tested. They break it. Could be an Ethereum situation. Nice trend, man. Really nice trend. Not so much of an edge locally lately, but nice bullish back test and the highest low of the uptrend put in late September. And above 216, there's just nothing there till 260. So, hype in the chat for your big cryptos. How about total? We haven't asked Jonathan how things are going. You okay, Jonathan?
I like turtles.
Jonathan still likes totals. Also, they violated that channel, but who cares? Because the horizontal line support, pristine. I mean, that is so powerful. Like 1, and then 2, and both of these lows are higher than this low from August 3rd. That's confirmation of accumulation. Confirmation that old resistance from 2024, early 2025 is support. When it was always resistance, it's now support. And look at you. Chat, we have warranted Jesus chimes. Total market cap today hitting an all-time high. And it's that same, actually, it's a stronger wave structure. You wouldn't believe it. Stronger wave structure on total than Bitcoin because the B point, but I mean, it's technically a higher low with that wick, but what I'm just trying to articulate is with wave structure, the X and the A point, then the B point is so much deeper than Bitcoin. Bitcoin was a 61% retrace on the B point. Guess what? This is an 88% retrace on the B point. Higher low on C, whatever. And so that means a 1618 is also warranted on this one too. 1618 on total is 4.5 trillion. The deep crab. Phenomenal. So let's see what happens. They, we made an all-time high, but we're not breaking out yet. So maybe we'll have an alert set up before breaking that old all-time high from August. Again today. I mean, 38 minutes till the close on Wall Street, so it's phenomenal. And then total 2 also is a beast in itself, same type of confirmation low of key levels, excluding Bitcoin, which leads you to believe, yeah, dude, it's cup with handle, like literal, undeniable cup with handle, men, on major godlike breakout watch. You're right there, man. And it'd probably be broken out already if the altcoins, Ethereum was doing something, but Bitcoin is leading kind of the pack today. BNB, I know. But I'm talking about Bitcoin being such a large market cap asset. It not being included on this, it would have been higher. But like, this is how poised and how close we are to glory. I mean, this is it, man. Like, if you're not paying attention, it's Q4, it's October. Everyone knows about October. Everyone knows about Q4. It's significance on the markets. And it's like, you're sitting right now, the same price you were sitting at November 2021, the peak of the cycle. How large is this cup with handle, man? I mean, cup with handle, 300 days large. I mean, if this resolves, positively. I mean, it's gonna be monster. And we measure the move. It takes you near the golden mean ratio, 2.5 trillion. But it's just wild where we are right now. And this is gonna be mainly Ethereum and XRP, Solana, BNB, Doge, and Cardano. It's up to them. But I would think since the largest weighted asset that exists on Total 2 is Ethereum, it's all in the hands of Ethereum. So you can just imagine what's going to happen to this if they can break the supply line that they're testing right now on that little, wedge or channel, and they run it up to test all-time highs. Think about that. If they do that, then this thing breaks to a fresh all-time high. And that means like Ethereum's not even at 5K yet by the time this breaks out into price discovery. So, all right, man. Huge stuff brewing in the crypto space. I hope you're paying attention. I hope you understand what will happen once this 1.7 to 1.73 trillion threshold is breached. It'll be time to put on the party hats. All right. So those are like your big crypto updates. All right. Do have Zcash. It's up again today. It's just crazy. Crazy stuff. It made an intraday high, highest level since 2022. Also breached that high point from 2019, targeting for 169, 176 at this point. Probably going to get there. Who cares? Crazy though. Just all the higher lows were coming in, man. The trend had reversed. It was very real. Some good positive price action correlation to key levels too. The momentum shifted. You can clearly see, and then it exploded. IMX, some scam coin, also looking okay today. I mean, it really does down here, like above 64 cents. IMX, your target is definitely 119 to 130. Like this has a lot of upside where it is right now. I mean, like being above 64 cents, given enough time from where it is right now, you still have another 48 to 60% upside. Look, the M shape, the sharp, and then the higher lows came in higher than before, and then the higher high and the previous high, and the trend's reversing, and you're above key levels with a lot of upside potential. This is great. It looks great technically. So we'll see what happens. IMX, some random coin. This is up a lot today. Okay, let's wow, this is like Bitcoin all-time high waiting room, or at least to go test 123.231, which is the old all-time high from July. The waiting room, 33.33 seconds till the closing bell on Wall Street. So let's look at the S&P 500 that pulled back some today. No news really, just kind of a profit-taking situation, but only after, of course, all-time highs. This channel is ridiculous. Never before did we see a high point of 672.68 or 6,726. So you're also closing in on a record all-time high. Yesterday was an all-time high. The day before was an all-time high close, and this is also setting up for it. If they can keep the price above 669 long enough. Just tested that heart line again. It's amazing. All-time highs. Phenomenal. Dow Jones. Come on, man. What do you want? All-time highs. Like hardcore all-time highs, too. Gapped up. Had a record 47,051. Hitting 47,000 for the first time literally ever today. And inching closer to that 1272 fib extension. Great to see, man. This is great. Thing about this, Apple hasn't even really gotten going, and I think Apple will have a huge effect on this when it does go into price discovery. It's so close. Apple's going for its highest daily candle close since early this year, February or something. Not at all-time highs yet, but it's very close, like 97% or something crazy. So great to see this. Okay, so all-time highs, 2 of the 4 so far. Just kidding. Intraday, all-time high on the NASDAQ. Jesus chimes in your head. Don't want to annoy y'all, okay? But we did see an all-time high. Now, we're not going to get a record close on the NASDAQ today, but they're respecting that supply line of this channel, right? They can't do it. They're trying to break it. Nope. Stay tame. But at the highest point today, a record. $22,925.43. Overbought threshold. So any pullback, you know, at this point, if they were going to keep respecting the channel, can't be that surprised. Unreal. Okay, now we look at the Russ 2000 ETF. There it is, chat. There it is. So what does this mean? 4 of the 4 index funds have made all-time highs today. The Russ 2000 is going for its highest daily candle close ever, too. It gapped it up 0.79%, the best performing index fund. Just gonna do it, man. Gonna have a clean all-time high. They'll probably fill that gap next week, sooner rather than later. But this is amazing, man. What kind of world are we living in? It's so good. Please annoy you. Yeah, you've been annoyed. You can do it, man. 122,884 Bitcoin looking all right, man. 30 minutes. We're in the final 30 minutes. Remember, the final 30 minutes on Wall Street. It's the second highest volume of the session. First being the first 30 minutes, 9:30 to 10 a.m. So let's see what they got in store for us, because it's been all Wall Street moving crypto, if you haven't noticed. Yeah, hasn't been Asia. Asia's been buying gold and silver. And speaking of, let's take a look at gold. Guess what, man? Not an all-time high today, intraday, but certainly going for a record close, 1 hour, 29 minutes. So 4 index funds, records today. Gold gonna be recording, right? It's gonna be history again on gold. And guess what? Silver, something's crazy on silver. Here we are, $48. The next resistance finally being achieved, going all the way back, man. All the way back. It's the weekly, I believe, maybe the monthly, how I have this line plotted. Yeah, it's the weekly right here. It's this week, the record weekly candle close, late April 2011. They are actually, sorry, this is a little, they're breaching it right now. So understand, we have an hour, 28 minutes left. We could, if all stayed the same now or higher in the next hour, 28 minutes, it would be the highest weekly candle close in the history of silver. Let's freaking go, man.
Look here. Look, listen.
Silver, gold, all the index funds. Bitcoin's very close. Ethereum's getting there. BNB all time. Dude, everything. It's the everything rally. I mean, Nvidia hit all-time highs yesterday. Apple's closing in on all-time highs. Now, dang, dude, Meta, different world. Amazon, it's okay. It's still making higher lows, but probably be okay. But yeah, man, we got a big party going on. Bitcoin back over 123,000, chat. You know what that means? About $1,500 away from a record close. What are we gonna do, man? What are we gonna do? We gotta do a poll. It's probably a pretty good poll. Okay, I'm gonna start this poll. You have 27 minutes to answer. Will Bitcoin achieve an all-time high by 4 p.m. Eastern in 28 minutes? People would be like, heck no. Heck no, no way. Because we're $1,500 away, but we'll see. I mean, I think it's a good poll. It's time sensitive. We're close enough, right? What is it percentage-wise right now? We are currently 1.22% off all-time highs. I get why people would be like, no. 60% of y'all already saying no. Hey, man, I get it. I hope you get worried in 15 minutes. But we'll see. All right, so let's look at these Mag 7s real quick. Microsoft. Weekly's recovering a little bit. Not as bad as it was. You're going for like a bullish engulfing candle. It's close. You might be going for your highest weekly close since August 11th, but hanging in there. It's not too bad. After the evening star, follow through, drawdown, they're recovering it. Weak performance so far. Daily. Daily's hanging in there. I mean, it's looking like maybe if they break 520, could be running to test, going for at least the 1618 again, 543. Amazing. Apple, probably my favorite one right now. I know Tesla was my favorite before it went nuts. But Apple is like hanging in there, and you can just see what is developing. It's just a mini upsloping flag now. Like, it's like that. It's so pretty. And you're literally like 1% away from all-time highs. High volume. Highest volume we saw on these gap ups since April, the bottom got put in. So, again, going for your highest daily candle close since December 26th of 2024, which was an all-time high. So you're going for your second or possibly third highest close ever. So just pay attention, man. It's defensive pretty much. It's a boomer stock, but my God, man, it's a money-making machine. Largest stockpile of cash in the world outside of Berkshire Hathaway. I'm talking about just companies, not holding companies. All right, Google down 0.5%. Just probably, who knows, right? We don't care. We don't act like we know the trade setup played out. It was godlike. Target 4 was achieved. We're below target 4 right now. For investors, though, you could stall out for a while, but eventually it'll probably keep going. Probably. It's Google. Again, one of the best money-making companies in the entire world. All right, just flat today, down a little bit, whatever. Nvidia down 0.66%. No big deal, man. They went and filled the gap, and that's it. What's going to happen? Oh, no, it's going to be the second highest daily candle close ever. By the looks of it, it stays the same or higher in 24 minutes. That's it. You're broken out. You're hanging in there. I'm surprised I didn't even take this down to 183 to backtest that. Too strong. Too much demand, I guess. Nvidia taking over the world. It already has, and it's going to continue. By the looks of it. The fake out would be below 183. Falling below 183, it was a false bullish breakout. And then we'll have to reassess then next week if it happened. All right. Amazon down 1.29%. Big bearish and golden candle getting painted today. It's ugly. I mean, the bearish harmonic framework's still there and valid, but they haven't broken the bad action magnet move. So still above the 200, still above 215.85. It's probably your threshold. I don't really care about Amazon because I'm not putting money in a company where the leadership is okay with promoting communist terrorists that are literally okay with pushing violence against political opponents, like literally, like talking about killing. It's really bad. I hate Amazon for that and will not be okay with it until those people are gone from Twitch, until the president of Twitch is sacked and they bring in someone who is not a commie, psycho, lunatic, Reddit loser. Then I'll be okay with Amazon again. Fundamentally, technically, it's kind of the bearish framework, but it hasn't been confirmed yet. So anyway, sorry, I just can't get over that. Bezos is a joke. All right, Meta, nasty bearish engulfing candle today, going for your lowest daily candle close since July 30th. I was stopped out. September 30th at open, just about. I don't know, like the argument failed. They were holding this level. That was my threshold. That was where it's like, hey man, I'm down to own Meta above that level, but as soon as we fall below it, I'm just gonna be out, take on those losses that are not large, and just reassess and wait for something to develop. Like what I would feel good about is buyers eventually recapturing 740 and then reconfirming it, and then we can talk. But until then, I kind of got to be hands off. And it's just the rules, okay? Down 1.69%. All right, and then Tesla down the worst, but has recovered. News on their deliveries, it was good. It was like up 7%. They gapped it up and they just rugged, and it was down like 7+% yesterday from the high point to low point. big old bearish Marabazu, bearish engulfing candle, then follow through today. But again, who cares? Because it's just up and down for us being in so low. Above $400, I just don't care about what it does. The only people getting hurt are the ones, you know, FOMOing, like, oh, who told you to buy? You know, who told you it was a good idea to buy Tesla at 450 fresh? No one said that was a good idea ever here. No one. So I don't know what you're doing, getting hurt because of candles like this. That's kind of crazy because your safe entry was spammed about every day. And August through, I mean, it was literally like late July all the way through early September. The bullish abandoned baby, the breakout, the higher low. I mean, what do you want, man? It's way higher from the good entries. So, okay, there's your Mag 7s, dude. You won't believe this, man. Remember that time we looked at Plug and Plug went berserk again? Up 36% today. Anyone's life changing from some of these assets we've looked at and identified these structures? Anyone making money? Okay, come on, dude. Like going for the highest daily candle close since March 8th of 2024, and the target's $4.64 to $5. Like, come on, man. Sarah, could you please look? Oh my God, I'm looking at it. Thank you for the contribution. We're confirmation low at key levels. Like it looks like easy to manage risk here. Look at the level, man. And it's like if you didn't buy it, then are you not becoming a believer? A price action correlation to key levels, technical events occurring. The event being the buyers recapturing key level, then confirming its validity, reconfirming its validity once, then twice, and then the consequences after. So good. Mike, it doesn't matter. It does not matter if they figured out how to make money or not. Hey, chat, remember that time? Wow, go figure. What the heck? The 4 largest gainers on my watch list are 4 graduating trade setups. Plug, LAC, ACHR, QBTS. RGTI is after that. Shoot, then NNE is on there too. That's price discovery. Guess what? LAC, Lithium Americas Corporation, here it is. Up 30+%, highest price seen since like October 2023. Waiting on, really, what are we waiting on? We're waiting on 1050, 1030 to 1050, 1084. Remember, it was just like, this is the best bottoming structure that exists on the market right now. It just is. And then G-Dog, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, was like, man, should I just like buy some more ACHR? I'm like, remember what I sent you, G-Dog?
Hi, Mitch. Could you take a look at YRD NYSE, please, on the monthly? CryptoStockTicker.net. Yeah, dude, what's up? Things are 20. Yeah, we'll do that. I think that was the first contribution of the stream. It was. First contribution. Thank you so much, dude. Yeah, we can look at it. Yerd. Plus a train of thought. So, yeah, G-Dog, I responded with the Chad yes, if you remember. And then it was up 13+%. Yeah, dude, this is a long-term uptrend. This will be going into price discovery soon. 1183 breaks. This is all Rudy Poo, upthrust and failed breakouts. Once this 1183 breaks for real, it's an 1859 target. Okay, it just is. An ancient, not ancient, I mean, less than a year ago, trade setup. Godlike. Graduating class. And then remember QBTS, another trade setup. This one was, remember down here? Yeah, no one even, like, what, dude, $32 QBTS. Remember that time it was $1? And the perfect harmonic framework presented itself on the third major valley, and then it was gone and exceeded all the targets. And it's up like thousands of %.
since then. Thousands, literally. All-time highs, man. 2618, fib extension, 3376 upon us. Currently at 3276. Never before seen. Quantum computing, man. What do you want? RGTI. I mean, can't say we weren't literally looking at this all the time. Like, the harmonic developed, and then the uptrend continued, and then they even gave us a luxurious confirmation low, and then that nice little spring back test. Go back to the stream, September 5th, 6th, or 7th, or 8th, one of them, and this was literally identified and talked about before all this. And so history been made on this one as well. Hit $40, first time ever. It's amazing. And Rocket Labs, we looked at this one yesterday. It was getting ready, and it did it. All-time highs. Rocket Lab, baby. All-time highs. NNE. Remember the back test? That's right. Breaking news, follow through today. Honing in on an all-time high. I think we'll be there by the looks of it. This trend, you'll be there in time. Just patience. Okay. Oh, look at that. Then Triple D is below that one. You gotta be kidding me, man. Triple D just going for its highest daily candle close since February of this year. So it's like, hey man, not intraday, you know, for the trade setup, but it is for the daily close going for the highs of the trade setup. So that's pretty cool. Good little update there. Let's freaking go, man. You thought 2024 was good? This year is turning out to be way better, and I can't even believe it. I was like, how could we ever top 2024? And here we are. And it's like actually happening. Now all we need is just icing on the cake for Bitcoin to go in price discovery, Ethereum to go to price discovery, altcoins go to price discovery. That would be literally icing. Okay, so that request. Oh yeah, and then Rumble. That's another trade setup. Okay, YRD, Yiren Digital actually looks really good trend-wise. I do like the local price action, momentum shifting, down 2.28% today. Looks at that 559 level, they were regarding it. If all stays the same, like if they held it and they did defend it and it's successful, then it looks like they're just trying to. There's just some supply at 674, 664 right here back from 2021. If they can break that, they'll go test 713, 747. And the big breakout point's probably 750. But you're trending well. You're making higher lows. You're back above the 200 simple moving average. Like I can't construct a trading plan on this right now. Like it's like too far away from any level, right? Anytime we construct a trading plan, it's when the asset is trading near or at a key inflection point. And even when it's there, it's not just the first time. It's typically the second time. And it's the second time, there's typically some form of divergence or convergence. And hopefully it's on the tail end of structural development. So this is looking all right, you know. I mean, just higher lows. There's too much demand to ever rival the previous low. So I think it looks good for now. And if you're in it, I think you're probably eventually going to see the sevens again. And if you break it, look left. I mean, outside of the channel supply line, above 750, the next target's $10. Rumble, you say? Yeah, I think the poll might have been stupid because we're not even getting close. Old Rumble, they did it, man. They did it. This was great. It wasn't the daily, man. It was about the weekly. It was the weekly. What a great start. Nice bullish engulfing candle. Going for the highest weekly candle close since July 21st and up against that newly developed 200-week moving average. Not too much data here. But all of the, I mean, just confirming an old support. Resistance, support. As support. April 7th that week and then mid-September. And now the nice engulfing candle, maybe a signal candle, but I love like on the third valley we got the confirmation low. That's beautiful. So your target, your long-term hardcore target, conservatively, this is not a long-term target, it's just a conservative target for maybe some profit taking if someone's like nervous, 1065, but like I think the big hardcore target's 1470, 1550 up here, okay? This is a really big structure. It's very symmetrical. I love the way it looks, and I would just think eventually 15 bucks. But it might take like months. Months with an M. Oh my God, man. We got ourselves a new thumb. There we do. There we got it. All right, hold on one sec. Let me That's a good thumb, but we didn't hit all-time highs, so I can't use it yet. Gosh dang. All right. We also have like Mattel is up 4.4%, but Mattel's like a heart rate monitor. Oh God, imagine trying to trade that. It'd be terrible. It would be terrible. I remember we're looking down here. Yeah, not great. Chipotle got destroyed. Chipotle. Oh, look how they held it. My God, man. On the weekly, the old swing high. I think we came here recently. We're talking about not a swing trade, but you can't be surprised if it does hold here, like, and we catch a reflexive rally or something. But yikes, that distribution's ugly. Nice week this week though. It's up only 4.6% on the week. Yep. Zillow though had been in an uptrend, but it looks like it might have topped out. Yeah, they can't break 87.87. Yeah, so maybe they're coming for a 65.69 test on this one. Okay. Nove Energy. Oh yeah, Nove Energy, baby. Yeah. This one really good. Bullish engulfing candle catch and fall through this week. I'm going for the highest close since July 21st week. That daily real quick so you can see Nove Energy. This was a wild card. That inverse head and shoulders behavior. Oh yeah, you're about to get your first, pretty much your first daily candle close above the 200 simple moving average since August of last year. So over 1 year. This is a huge development, man. This is stuff that you want to look at the basement and you look how they have held this. Look, it's not a joke. 1183, 1216. Do you think I'm joking? Do you think it's my opinion that this is a real level? This is insanely real level. Like, you can't argue. Okay, there is no argument. So it's like, wow, look at, we flipped. It's the support now. You gotta wonder, like, how high this can go. There's so much demand. The sellers were unable to test that very key level. They couldn't test it. Too much bidding. So the sellers relenting, the buyers taking over. Good to see this one. What about Ford Motors up 3% today? My God, ever since that spring back test, man, this is what it's about, dude. Ford Motors, since they reconfirmed the validity of the trading range bottom as support, even rallying and going for a target of 1366 up to 1440. So there's a lot of upside on Ford Motors. God, the TA is being respected more and more than I've ever seen in my entire life. It's crazy. It's freaking nuts. You want to see Rivian, dude? We can look at it. Yeah, it's down again today, I think. It's fine. Like, whatever. Oh, it's up. They recovered a little bit. It's holding the 200 moving average again. Yeah, they did yesterday and today. Oh, my tweezer bottom. I mean, that's tweezer bottom-ish. The 200s. Remember, you're in a dollar cost average zone on this asset. Like, any sell-off is an opportunity to acquire a somewhat larger position. That's it. And that extends all the way to 1180. Falling below 1180 is a big... That's where the argument starts becoming less real. Where, hey, we have a thesis on every asset we look at, and we try to construct a trading plan. We have a thesis, a reality, a threshold of validity. And once that threshold is crossed negatively, our argument becomes, it goes from valid to invalid. So the threshold for a valid argument on Rivian, I believe, is below 1180.
So if you stay above that level given enough time, I do think this will resolve very well in time. But again, how much doubt was there on Lithium Americas Corporation? There was unlimited amounts of doubt on that one. On Baba, unlimited amounts of doubt and questioning. But the framework was there. Everything, the stage was set. It was perfect, but it just hadn't played out yet. And people were losing their minds. And Rivian's now in that spot.
Curious who you think is selling at these levels? Smart money or dumb money?
Is that a joint?
Lucky Lurker, what are you talking about? Are you talking about a particular asset, or what do you mean? Let me know.
Trumpy tipped $25. Adam and Eve double bottom on Trump coin 3-day brewing? Orange man is a kingmaker.
What's up, Trumpy? Probably because we posted a trade setup on Trump Media Company yesterday, and I remember like months ago they were like the same structures, but I can look at it, and that's all I can say. Yeah, the poll sucks, dude. Sorry. The no's have it. Hey, 52% of y'all are right. That means 48% of y'all are very, very wrong. I'm just gonna end the poll now because we only have like 5 minutes. So 232 votes. Okay, so yeah, Lucky Lurker, are you there? Can you just say it in the chat? Yeah, plug is a squeeze dream, dude. Unreal. And it's just TA respect, though. It wasn't random. Diddy speaking. Oh, God. Wow. Who cares? But I hope if he's guilty, the victims get justice. That's what I certainly care about. I don't really give a crap about what happens to him.
Macro, major indices.
Oh, who's selling here? People taking profit, man. Going into the weekend. Options are expiring. People are closing out positions. I think that's probably it. I don't think there's... I mean, it's not big enough of a sell-off. I mean, you got NASDAQ down 0.45%. Same with the S&P. Dow Jones down 0.61% on this candle. Yeah, I think it's just like all-time highs. We're Friday, and people are taking profit longs. So I don't think it's like dumb money. It's just traders. Traders are taking profit. Day traders. That's it. You know, you go into the weekend, it's very uncertain. But what I do like, you know, outside of stocks is when you have days like this on Bitcoin and what you're seeing on Binance Coin, which is up 7+%. Now you're up against major resistance. I mean, this is like very real. Like there could be zero upside potential if they're gonna pin this thing down at 123.231. But when you have good weeks, good price action leading into the end of the week, and we go into the weekend, that environment is conducive for major positive moves on random cryptos. Like where you'll have, oh my god, dude, it was dude, did you see IOTA coin? It's up 30% on a Saturday. Like that's the kind of market environment we're in right now because of favorable price action on Bitcoin the past 5 days. Yeah. I'm hoping it's Ethereum because Ethereum will lead the entire ERC20 market. So if you want your favorite scam coin from 2018, 2019 to do well, there's a good chance it's going to be dependent on Ethereum breaking into price discovery. You want VeChain to do things again. You want GRT to pump. Yeah, you need storage to finally wake up, which who cares? You need Ethereum to break this supply line. Okay, so Bitcoin's up against horizontal line resistance, and Ethereum's up against downsloping resistance. That's where we're at. Yeah, they just couldn't do it. I don't know if they will. Like, they could pull this thing back. They might test 4384 back test. Hopefully not, but
We don't even care about the daily. That's just like, I'm not even that concerned about where we are, because I think that the weekly is the best way to look. And I just want us to engulf last week's candle, and I want us to close the week above 43.84, and I'll be a happy man. But that right there is so clutch. It was like that NFL game last night, right? Like on the 1-2 yard line, the fumble recovery from San Francisco, Mac Jones roll tide. Yeah, it's very, very clutch to see that, because now market participants are looking at that and they're like, oh wow, the 500-day large right-angled and descending broadening formation is confirmed, broken out, like confirmed with a back test. And now a bullish engulfing candle the next week is really, really strong. So I just hope it's real. You know, the good news is we're going to the weekend, so it's probably not going to be like a bad weekend for crypto. The chances are higher it's going to be a good weekend. So the game was scripted. I mean, that's a once in a decade type play. I mean, maybe not, because they play so many games, college and NFL, but like in the NFL, I would imagine that's probably a once in a 5-10 year thing. Like they were going to win the game, right? It was going to end. It was over, and then they fumbled and then immediately recovered by the other team, San Francisco. So, well, okay. 10 seconds, chat, till we have history all over the place. Let's go look at one of the historic moments where we got going on. Okay. There it is, chat. All-time highs on the daily and the weekly on the S&P 500. History. Dow Jones, all-time highs on the weekly and the daily. History. NASDAQ, all-time highs. Intraday on the daily, not with a close, but the weekly, a record close. Amazing. IWM, Russell 2000 ETF, all-time highs. I mean, just more Jesus chimes, right? It's the highest weekly candle close in the history of this index fund. And the highest weekly price ever, too. So it's like history everywhere. And then we go to golds. And this is obviously going to be an all-time high in less than 1 hour. It closes in 60 minutes. But daily is going to be history too on the close. Maybe not intraday, but then you got silver. Silver is very close. Oh, it's controversial that we got 1 hour. It's closing up to where we might not have a record weekly close, but it's very, very close. Let's see. Remember going back 2011. What a year, man. Y'all remember 2011? 47.91. Okay, so that's the highest level we've ever seen on a close on silver's weekly, and we're above that right now. So if you closed right now, all-time high close, record close. That's it. How's platinum doing? Platinum going for its highest weekly candle close since February of 2013. How about palladium? Palladium also, I mean, talk about composite operator, dude, on the weekly. Come on. Going for your highest weekly candle close since August of 2023. I mean, that is looking like Intel, dude. It's like, hey, man, if you give me like a year, I'm not going to be surprised if I see palladium at $2,000+, going up like 75% from here. Yeah, so just all the index funds, gold and silver, history, highest weekly close ever on Nvidia. That was wow, Meta closed at lows of day. Disgusting, dude. Zuckerberg, when they broke that support, man, that was it. Apple was the highest weekly candle close ever, and the highest daily candle close since December 26th, so the highest close of 2025, third highest daily candle close ever. probably going to be next week when we make all-time highs. So just crazy week, man. It's the third of the month, so it's the third best day to join the Patreon. Patreon.com/MitchRayTA. Pinned it in the chat above. You get trade setups, access to the premium Discord chat, education. You get my charts, my chart updates daily in there. But above all of that, you are supporting a content creator who has never accepted a dime from an entity and promoted it to you. I've never monetized on YouTube. Every time I have to schedule a stream, I have to click if I'm monetizing or not. I click off every single time. So how many hours have you watched me? How many minutes of your life have I saved you by you watching 0 ads? No affiliate marketing links. Nothing. It's just you and me and the education and the charts. And it's always been that way for nearly 8 years. So that's why you join the Patreon. But all the reasons you get value, forget that. It's the other thing. It's the more important thing. Okay, so Bitcoin, look at your weekly here. I mean, that's an insane weekly candle. Obviously, history is upon us for Sunday. That's a $10,300 candle so far, 9.18%. It would just be nice to make an intraday all-time high so we could play the Hey song, but it doesn't look like we're going to get it. We might get it during Power Hour this evening, but unfortunately I have some plans. So I'm not going to be able to attend a stream tonight, but that's why I'm live now. So how's Ethereum weekly looking? We already looked at it a million times because that's all we care about. Dogecoin weekly, I mean, it's fine. I mean, above 22 cents, chat. Just waiting for 34 and 50 cents on Doge. Maybe 43 cents.
Thanks for no ads, Mitch. Can you look at EP and see if Terry's an edge? I'm up bigly on millennial potash already.
Potash. Oh my god, dude. All in on potash. Sure, dude. We can certainly look at that. Let me see if there's another request, though. Oh, we gotta go to Trump coin. Yeah, Trump coin. Oh, YRD on the monthly. I'm sorry. That was like specifically requested crypto stock ticker. My bad. Let me go to the monthly for you. That was the first request stream. Here it is. Your monthly. I mean, no structure per se. Just a nice channel, nice trend. I know why you like it now. Because you're saying, hey, that $6 support. You're above that. Okay, so if you're above that, see, it's been resistance reversal. Oh, interesting. Morning, well, you had a Doji Star reversal, Morning Star right there the past 2 months. Now you're getting a good positive follow-through candle, and that candle is above this. So your upside on YRD, stockticker.net, it's $10. That's if you're a monthly, if you're playing the monthly, it is $10. Okay. Below 596, all bets are off. But again, you wanted this specifically, and that's your threshold, 596. Okay, that's a lot of upside. What, 80, 75% upside? Crazy. Anyway, let's go to Trump coin. Been a minute, man. Haven't looked at this in a minute. We look at it on the MEX exchange, where the data is. Let's look gander here. Oh man, it just kind of failed, man. It just, see, it was there, it was doing all right, and just bled out. So it's like, there, it's 100% retrace, so that's not great. It's just holding the X point. I mean, it's not dead, but like below 728, it is certainly dead. I don't like it when the M shapes fall below their 886 because typically they go to their 100%, and when they go to 100%, it means there is no evidence of more than before, no evidence of accumulation, buying campaign of any sort, no momentum stalling or halting. It is the same low. So that doesn't make me feel great. And you tested 956, the support, as resistance and rolled over. You September 22nd put in your lowest price since the inception, January 18th. That's garbage. So yeah, I would rather just own DJT and forget about Trump coin, dude. Sorry, it's not great. It's not been great either. All right. Sorry, Trumpy. Oh, music stop, of course. So the other one was Potash. We want to look at Potash's. From 78, Jonathan, to 7, you mean. 78, I believe, was the all-time high. Potash. Well, we've been here before. Been here on Potash. IPI Intrepid Potash. Thought we had a partial decline. The partial decline was actually continued to stay valid. They put in a new base at like $21, and just wow, that's tough to hold that long, right? But yeah, it broke out, and look, extend this. What are they doing? The old trading range, Wyckoff accumulation schematic, probably. It's maybe the sign of strength, and this is the backup, and you're showing some reaccumulation at the backup. It would be nice to get back up at the 200 moving average. But I would say probably pretty easy, Sean, to like manage risk here. Wouldn't you want to not own it below like 27.80? Because like if you lose that, I mean, there's some good downside. So that's it. Like, yeah, if you care about this, I don't know about an edge, because someone would be like, through rising valleys. Could be. Like, yeah, could be. They're trying to put in the third valley, but we don't know. Spring, back test of spring. If you're in it now, I guess someone could long it, but if they're going to long it, they better set up a stop at like 27.75 or a little lower, because you want to protect yourself in case this level doesn't hold, because it could be a lot more downside. So it's not bad here. Above $28, above $28.30. It's actually very interesting. They're trying to put in the highest low of the newer uptrend. Okay. They hold this long enough. I mean, there's good upside. Ronald, I guess, man. I don't know. Yep, Bitcoin's it hit resistance, a very, very well-established and understandable resistance, and the traders on the 4-hour were unable to close above it, and that's it. It was the highest 4-hour candle close we've seen on Bitcoin since that shooting star, August 13th, the day of all-time highs. And that's it. And now it's selling off, and we'll probably continue to sell off for a little while. But I mean, what a rally, you know? Like, what do you want, man? That's 13% in less than 5 days. That happened on the largest crypto, or the largest market cap asset in the world of crypto. So, yep, they couldn't, no breakout. They just tested a level where there's supply, and that's it so far. Okay. A weekend all-time high Hey Song stream would be legendary. I would do everything I could to be live for it. It is very rare that we get weekend pumps on Bitcoin itself, unless it's Sunday evening. So we've had a couple, though, even though they're extremely rare. I mean, I just remember one most notably was November like 5th or November 9th or something of last year. It was a Saturday night, and Bitcoin went into literal price discovery. It went up thousands and thousands of dollars. Just blasted through the 70s, 80s, 90s or something, or blasted through all the 80s, I think, that night. It was wild. It was like, that must be like Asia or like Middle East or somewhere. Someone's buying crazy amounts. But other than that, it's so rare I don't even remember besides that day, that night. And that was the night Alabama destroyed LSU in Death Valley. That was very, very memorable. Fun times. What's up, Nate? Spaceship's tough, man, because it's all messed up, dude. There's a bunch of corrupted data in my Stream Deck on the other hard drive, and it's like, I'd be like Spaceshiping all the time, but the amount of work I put in, like I put in literal days of hours of work to put that together, and like to have to redo all of it is like extremely traumatizing. And I don't know, like I've just not done that, because it's like, to do that. I just can't express to you how much work I had to put in to make that spaceship work with the Stream Deck and all the different widgets and the scene changes, and like it's just all kinds of problems where it's almost like I might have to like start from scratch. That's why I haven't done a spaceship stream. It's just effed. It's so effed over there on the other hard drive. But literal days of hours of work to do that. Beach Jedi. It's interesting, right? Grand. But everyone knows it's Grand, right? The wolf they used. You know that wolf is inspired from Upper Middle Ages. They would actually use that a battering ram that was the face of a wolf, and I think that's pretty much where Tolkien or Peter Jackson got the idea. So it's historically accurate. But then you have Grond, the name, which comes from Morgoth's mace that he used to fight Bingolfin in the First Age. Okay, so get wrecked, everyone. Sorry that there was just too much resistance, man. You were just never a contender here. They tried. We got as high. I mean, they pulled a Fingolfin. Okay, let's get all-time highs. We're getting close, man. Oh my God. 7 stabs through Morgoth. 7 loud screams through Angband. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough. No, he did not lose a foot, but he was stabbed 7 times, and he was embarrassed in front of all his minions in Angband. They all saw it. That's why he went out there. It's like, dang, man, I'm getting called out by a freaking elf. I got to go out there and show the troops that I'm Morgoth, you know? And anyway, yeah. That's right. He was shamed, indeed. Yeah, Tesla closed, but it was a nice little recovery off the lows. I wouldn't worry about it. You cannot worry about Tesla. Who cares about what it does? Bro, we're in from the low 300s. It's 430 today. Who cares? If you care, who are you to care? You're late. That's your name. He felt those stabs the rest of his life, or until the end, the War of Wrath. Okay, but yeah, it's all-time highs, man, everywhere. It's so freaking nice, man. History on all 4 index funds, on gold, on silver, on Nvidia, on BNB Binance Coin. Could be on Bitcoin if they just pull it together, man. We're like, literally, as I'm speaking to you, how far removed are we from all-time highs on Bitcoin? We are literally 1.76% away from an all-time high. That is nothing. That could happen in moments if they wanted. G-Dog, yeah, man, no requests. We had like 1 request, 2, we had 3 requests today. We had 50 yesterday. Oh, man. What's up, Baby G? Thank you, man, for the kind words. Really appreciate you being here. You're new to the channel? Dude, I can't even believe you found me. Like, I don't even know how people find me anymore, because YouTube's algos are so effed. Like, you just, like, there's no discoverability anymore. They've changed the algorithm so many times. So if you're new here, congratulations, you win.
Cheers from Miami Beach. Thoughts on Sedge, Solar Edge, setup, weekly zone and nice upside for T1 and T2?
What's up, R. Smith, man? Thank you, dude, for the 20. Yeah, we're looking at Solar Edge. It's been great since that confirmation low. You found me through CryptoFace and yo. Well, CryptoFace is awesome, dude. You do like a $10 million trade. Dude's nuts in a positive way. Phenomenal, man. And I'm hoping he was long. Because it's like... Because if he was, he wins! And, yeah, he typically wins. So, I think he was, probably. So, yeah, dude. I'm glad you found me. Baby G and Yo. What's up, James? Echo Leaf, Wayne Bats, and 10 pence. What's up, 28 Money, MBK, Sam T. So, yeah, Solar Edge is just, it's probably getting tired. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Divergence, not too crazy, but yeah, pullback here. Can't be that surprised. It's almost like 3 drives or something. I mean, if they come back to $30, it's really not a big deal. Like, again, someone shouldn't care because this asset has over doubled since it made sense to enter, to be long on this asset. Like, the argument was around 1577, where it was the swing low back from 2015, right? That was the level where they had, you know, rallied it and tested it twice. That even I remember it was like Chloe was asking about is Solar Edge okay? And it's like, dude, oh my god, it's like confirming a bottom. That was like a blessing. And they back tested it on the 23rd, and this number go up. The head and shoulders education where it's like this will probably fail, and it did. And it's just been going. But yeah, I mean, you are getting maybe a little exhausted, a little maybe a little bit of class C bearish divergence on the RSI, where it's like stagnation in momentum or stagnation in relative strength, and a little bit of class A bearish divergence on the MACD histogram, which is, you know, a little exhaustion. So the hard target though is 42.82 from here. That'd be a profit taking level for sure, but I don't know if we'll be able to get there without a little pullback first, but I'm not trying to guess that we would or not. So, R. Smith, thank you, dude. Yeah, I would think the next target's 42.82, even if we go to 31st or 27 and then we pivot and run later. Yeah, it's been good so far. And now we could probably like paint a channel to conceptualize the uptrend. I don't know, maybe the top side would be good. Yeah, the top side is great, man. Look at that. That's really pretty. Like 1 and 2 on the top, and 1 and 2 and 3 on the bottom. So the demand line would take you to like 32, or it would probably take you to
32.33 repeating, of course.
Yep, Leroy Jenkins. So maybe they'll take it down there first. But I think you're fine above 30 even. I think you're fine until you fall below maybe $29. That's the previous discernible swing low. But yeah, it's just been good. But weekly, yep, weekly dark cloud cover, man. Dang, that's a dark cloud cover. Potentially, I mean, next week's gonna be telling, but that's a Japanese candlestick reversal candle. It just is. It's like where you have a candle, and then the next candle opens higher than the previous candle's close. It did. And then you pierce through 50% plus of the previous candle's body. You pierce through virtually 100%. So that's very real. You have not seen negative momentum on Solar Edge, oh my God, since July of 2024. That is crazy. And then if you even took that out, you could say not even since December of 2023. That is crazy. So just Japanese candlestick identification, you have one. You have a potential reversal candle. So that's all I can tell you. And it looks like what they did was they hit this swing high right there. $40, psychological, but also, see, they took it all the way down to $30 before going higher. So maybe you're going to do that first, but yeah. All right. What's up, X-Man? And Winkle. Yeah, R. Smith. Thanks, dude. Really appreciate it. Cup with a handle? No handle. No cup. Remember, you have to have some sort of consolidation. I don't know. I wouldn't look at it like that. I just think it's uptrending, and there's a weekly reversal candle that you need follow through next week to confirm it. So you don't have, but you're uptrending, and it's been great so far. But it's over doubled since it made sense to be fresh longing. Yeah, Bitcoin 122.3 right now, just struggling at the old July all-time high. After such a fast-paced 13% run in less than 5 days, you got to wonder, are they going to pull it back first, or are we just going to break it and go insane? It's just such a good question. Relative strength index on Bitcoin on the daily has hit now the highest level officially since July 17th, taking out the peak from July 22nd, taking out the peak from August 13th when we made an all-time high. Higher RSI right now than we were the day we hit the record. Interesting. Positive momentum building, healthy there. That's your highest level of positive momentum on Bitcoin since July 14th. Okay. It's building, man. But the weekly and the monthly, that weekly's so good right there. I mean, it's not even going to be close unless they pull it back thousands of dollars by Sunday, which I don't think will happen. And then the monthly, dude. Oh my God, the monthly. We are now back. It's so, it feels like it's been so long, but we are, if you remember, Cup with Handle, men, beautiful textbook Cup with Handle, measured move of Cup with Handle was 121.1. We are now currently, with 28 days to go, trading above the measured move, where we were doing that in July and August, but it was all temporary. And you can see where by the end of the month, traders settled up lower. So this is phenomenal. And if you remember what gold did, gold literally has now over doubled its measured move. So if Bitcoin just plays catch up to gold's Cup with Handle, Bitcoin to double its measured move would be $173,000. Phenomenal. I would hope that happens. I don't know how it doesn't. When we have interest rates being cut and Trump's talking about handing out $2,000 stimulus checks to literally everyone in the country. Like, there is no need for that. That will only increase the supply of money that is circulating, and guess what's going to happen? That $2,000 by the time it's spent will be worth $1,900, $1,800. My God. But it's good for us. It's great for people that have assets, that have exposure to these markets. We have exposure to financial instruments that keep up with or definitely outrun inflation.
Highest weekly volume ever on Plug. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Thanks for everything.
Pump dude, all I hope
Is that a joint?
is that you've made money that is going to be allocated into furthering your development as a trader, analyst, or it's going to be spent helping your family, your friends, your loved ones, or it's going to just be utilized to continue to outrun inflation, monetary debasement. One of those. That's all I hope, okay? And I hope you keep watching the stream so you can become more and more self-sufficient. That's what it's about, man. Trading in its entirety, technical analysis, risk management, it's all about self-sufficiency. It's about being an individual. Individualism. I mean, that's it. It's the inverse, the complete and utter inverse of the collectivism. We're part of a team, we're going to the Christmas party, we're doing all these, I mean, those are great and all, but like, hey man, you're reliant upon a lot of people. You've typically got a boss. You are your own boss here. And the framework is the rule. Yeah, you own your losses, you own your gains, you own your life. Assuming you pay your taxes. And then, if not, then you own none of those. God. Yeah, good for the affluent, not good for everyone else. Well, I mean, half the country does not participate in financial instruments that outrun inflation or participate. So, yeah, it's real bad. I mean, that is what I think we have a very bad problem, and I think this is why we're about to see a communist get elected to mayor of Manhattan or New York City, who is not even a U.S. citizen, who's been in the country for 7 years, who's psychotic, who's like literally a racist. Like, it's insane. It's ludicrous. Like, what are you doing in Manhattan? Things have to be like, that's how bad it is. Where people are like, you know what, man? I can't get ahead in capitalism, so let's just try communism. We know it's never worked before, ever. Literally never. Let's try it. That's how bad it is for the lower 50%, the 50% not involved with assets that outrun inflation. Okay. This is like it's very bad. Okay, well, I don't think we're going to be making an all-time high anytime in the next hour or two. Things have calmed down. That was the crescendo. We're close, but we're still about near, 1.7, 2% away from all-time highs. So maybe if we start pumping randomly before I have to do something this evening, I'll try to fire up a stream, but I can't make any promises. That's why I'm live right now. So really appreciate all y'all coming out, and a weekend pump all-time high stream would be legendary. I'll hope for it. But if it doesn't happen and I don't see y'all, I'll definitely see ya on Sunday evening for the weekly candle close stream that will be historic. So you all want to be tuned in, 7 p.m. Eastern, Sunday. Let's freaking go. I'll be back. Till next time, respect the T. Hey.
Danbury pig could be in this area.
And then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.